Good morning, everyone. It's Carla. I just thought I'd come on with a little craft project that I worked on over the weekend. I'm going to call this a Victorian ghost child. I took a old rag doll that I had. I took it apart and I traced around its limbs, head, and body onto cardstock with a felt marker, and then I cut that out, and that became my permanent pattern for this. And then I went to the thrift store because I didn't have any kind of knit interlock fabric that stretched a little bit to make this doll with, and I actually found a pair of size 10 women's white or off-white kind of stretchy fabric slacks, and I think they were 77 cents. And I bought those, brought those home, and cut the legs off and all the parts that I could use, and then it was just enough to make this rag doll out of. And then I looked online to see how to use acrylic paints on fabric, and it said to get this textile medium that you add to your acrylic paints, and then you paint your fabric, and then you heat set it with an iron. And so that's what I did. I went to Hobby Lobby, and it was in the craft paint section, and it was called Aileen's Textile Medium. And you take 2 parts of paint with 1 part of that medium and mix it together, and then you paint with acrylic paint on your fabric. And that's what I did. And she has this kind of a dreamy purplish color eyes, and then she's got a little bit of rose on her cheeks I outlined in black, and then she's got the whites of her eyes showing. And I just went online too to find a pattern for, or an idea of how to draw a large-eyed child, and then I just kind of mixed it together with a couple of other drawings that I saw, and came up with this little ghost child face. And then also at Hobby Lobby, in their clearance yarn section, they had this real pretty like plush yarn, and it was, I think, $4.49. And I didn't use quite a whole skein of it, but what I did was I just looped it all over the head, and I sewed it down with sewing thread as I went. So this is a full head of hair on this baby, and it's all in loops, and it's all individually sewn, so it's not going anywhere. And I made an entire head of hair for her that way. And then I went back to the thrift store, and I was looking for a dress. I had a lace curtain, and this one on the bottom you can see is white. It's the other part, a panel of this curtain, but I dyed it in tea. And what I did was I took a bunch of tea bags, put it on the stove, brought it to a boil, let it simmer about 10 minutes, and then strained it out and put it in my washing machine on a small load with the hottest water, and put this in there and ran it through about 3 times. I didn't let it rinse. I just recycled it through the wash cycle for about 3 times, and it came out this really pretty tea-stained, which I call like a Victorian or an old kind of lace color, because like I said, here's the white that was the other panel of this, and this is the fabric that's been tea stained. So I also went back to the thrift store and looked for a little dress, which I found, this little size 2 dress, and it had a sleeveless top and then this long skirt. And so what I did was I washed it, and I also took this fabric and just gathered it all up here at the top. Now I didn't cut sleeve holes in it because here's her arms. You can see her arms moving under there. And she's supposed to be a ghost child. So here's her other arm. And yeah, so I basically just made this gathered up at the neck and sewed it, and made this like over skirt over the top of that size 2 toddler dress. And then in the back, all that it is it overlaps itself, the fabric does, so I didn't have to, sew a button or anything. And then I just tied it shut up here with a blue ribbon. And then here's her hair in the back. And then to continue the theme, I took part of the fabric that I had cut off and I made a bow for the top of her head, and then I tied the blue ribbon through that too. So she just is a very cute ghost child, a cute Halloween prop. Like I said, I am no expert at making a rag doll, but this was fun. Now the hair took many hours. It probably took me, if you added it all together, it probably took me 5 hours to loop and sew down each loop on this head. But it was fun, it was relaxing, something I could do while I was watching TV. It turned out really, really cute. No kind of pattern for it, just it looked like a pretty yarn that would make a thick head of hair. And I just thought she'd turn out super, super cute. Now I'll raise her up and you can kind of see how tall she is. Her legs go down to here. Her legs go to there. And here's the overskirt. And then here's my ghost child. And here she's sitting back again in this chair. But yeah, she turned out super cute, I think. And it was just a fun project, something different to do. You know, if you love dolls, you love all kinds of dolls. And this is just another interpretation of it. The way her little head bow looks there, it almost looks like she's a lamb. But she's not a lamb. She is a ghost child. And I just thought she turned out really, really cute. Oh, and the stuffing, I had some new stuffing that I had used before, but I also had ran out of stuffing, so I actually took a pillow apart, and I had washed the pillow, and I took the pillow apart and used the stuffing out of that. So she's definitely recycled, and has some new items on her, but mostly thrifted and recycled, and just a new way to use things. So I think she turned out super, super cute. And yeah, just a cute idea. And so for any of you ladies, if you like to sew and you like to thrift and you like to paint and you like to come up with imaginative things, with Halloween coming up, Christmas coming up, you could do a snowman, you could do, like I said, you could do a pumpkin person. It just depends on the fabric you find and how you decide to decorate it. And but yeah, for my first attempt, I'm really pleased with her. I think she turned out super, super cute. So yep, that is my ghost child. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you like, and if you do, please leave a thumbs up, and any comments below are welcome. And I just appreciate everybody taking time to watch. Thank you.